We are recording.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Before I want to get straight to it with Drew.
What's up?
We went to LA yesterday.
We did. What did we do there?
We met two of the goats. Obi-Wan.
Hayden and Ewan.
But that's not even the best part of the story.
How is that not the best part of the story?
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that you're skipping. I really don't like that you're skipping.
For years and years on this pod, he's been saying that the Ancient Mew card is from the Pokemon 2000 movie, right?
Correct.
Yeah. We go to this booth. This guy has all these Pokemon cards from the beginning of fucking time, right? I said, we see the Ancient Mew. It says Pokemon 2000. He said, see, it says right here, Pokemon 2000, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. That's the end of it.
That's the end.
And I said, ask the guy. He said, hey, Pokemon Master. What did you call him? The Pokemon?
I call him I forgot what I called him.
Pokemon Master, something like that.
Yeah.
The Pokemon Guru.
I did call him the Guru.
He knows everything. He says, hey, man. I go, hey. When the Pokemon first movie came out, did they give you an HMU? He's like, yeah, it's actually this. They came in this little thing right here. Drew was so pissed. I was like, I said, I fucking told you. I fucking told you. He's like, whatever.
Obviously, the guy was misinformed. He didn't understand the question. He didn't understand. It literally,
he's jealous.
It literally said on the card, Pokemon 2000, the year it came out. Pokemon first movie came out in the year of 1999, September 1999.
We're splitting hairs there.
Yeah, well, I am a hairy guy, so
okay.
yeah.
They probably gave it in both movies. I am telling you, I went to the first movie and I got. I've never seen Pokemon 2000. I've never seen it.
Misinformed guru. It happened.
So it's fake news.
It's not fake news. It's not fake news.
He was obviously misinformed. You know what they say about gurus? They're always trying to scam you.
Right.
He was trying to get you to buy the card.
Oh.
That's what he was trying to do. Yeah. So I'm sorry you got your hopes up. Yet again.
He was all on this guy's side until he told him. Until he told him. It was the first movie. Yep.
It literally said Pokemon 2000. That's PSA rated. PSA rated, irrefutable factual evidence. Pokemon 2000. It's okay. I understand. I know you're trying to. I know you're feeling this high. Now you're feeling this low, and these are factual evidence.
We're dancing around it. Mm-hmm. What was Obi-Wan and Anakin like?
That's what I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah. What you guys are obviously waiting in line. You walk up. Do you guys say anything to him?
So I gotta speak for Marquise because he won't deliver it the way that it should be delivered. So I see him and then I ask him a few times, subtly, because I know how he is. I gotta be a part of a few moments where Marquise went absolutely ape shit when he met Kanye.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't until we got it, and then he started feeling nervous. Rightfully so, because we're gonna go see a show of his. Funny enough, it was in the same building we saw Kanye in.
Oh, okay.
So funny. I'm sorry. No. It was right across the street from
Right next door.
Yeah, so same area. I apologize.
Yeah, right next door.
And so, right before Kanye came out, he said, "Drew, he's gonna be right there.
Yeah,
he's gonna be right there." And then, my inner me saying, I see this is a big deal to Marquise.
Yeah, it was a very big deal.
So, we're waiting in line, and I checked in with him. I said, "So how'd you sleep?" He said he slept pretty good. Although we sent each other the angry Homer Simpson.
Oh yeah,
waking up at
5 in the morning.
5 in the morning.
Oh man,
we left her at 6. Then we get there, and then we're waiting in line, and I checked in with him then. And he says, it's not hitting me yet. Not yet. The lady made it very apparent that if you guys ever go to any type of photo ops of high-profile people, they're going to tell you that you get in, take the photo, and you immediately leave.
Yeah. Yep.
But there is a little bit of a queue that you get to go in, then you can actually see them live as they're taking photos with other people.
Yeah.
And then Marquise gets in front of me. And he walks in, and then he looks to the left, and then he turns around. And he's pointing at him, and he's being so cool about it because he's not. He's like, look,
Dude,
look at this shit.
I couldn't believe he was right.
And they were there, the goats.
Couldn't believe
they were there, the goats.
Couldn't believe it.
And we're seeing them take photos with other people. Now I'm starting to get a little anxious, a little bit, but I could see it's really hitting keys.
Yeah.
So we throw our stuff down, and then we're worried about one thing. Okay, we're worried about that the photos come out fucking trash.
Yep.
We didn't want the photos to come out trash.
Yep.
I am a little bit of a stickler of mine, but
I am too. But see, I've had a lot of issues with people taking my picture because like people. So like most people aren't as tall as or aren't towering over other people.
Right.
So when they take their picture, they're at eye level, and it's a normal picture most of the time.
Right.
For me, most people are really short. They're under me. They're getting like under my chin. They're, You know what I mean? So, but I've gotten used to it to where I'm like, this is just how my life is, and I can't get mad every time somebody takes a picture because they're underneath me. And you know what I mean? It's just
like when you open the front camera.
Yeah. It's just like that. It's just like when you're sitting on the toilet, you actually open your camera. That's how people take. That's how people take pictures of me. Essentially.
Okay.
Well, like people that know me don't. Like Drew takes really good pictures of me. Nate takes good pictures of me. It's if you know me, they know how to take good pictures of me. But yeah, but when I got the picture, I was like, you know what? This could have been so much worse. I could have been like cheesing ugly, or like my eye could have been closed. No, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. So we got it. Overall we liked it. There was a little things that I had photoshopped to make it more appealing for both of us.
Yeah.
But overall it came out they came out great. Hayden and you
they look great.
Yeah, no, dude, they're pros.
They're pros.
They're pros.
They're like,
dude, they look more stoked to meet you guys than you guys look to meet them.
Well,
that's actually the coolest thing that Marquise and I we only talked to him for a second.
Yeah.
And we shook their hands, both of them, and they generally looked happy.
Yeah.
They
like you wanted to hang out with them all day. Like And it was I was telling Drew like Elon was like really bubbly. He was like, "Hello there." Like that's how he sounded. And then Hayden was more like, "Hey man, how you doing?" Like, but they both. It was like more like a warm, "Hey, like, it's nice to meet you. It's cool."
They look at you and you straighten your eyes.
Straight in the eye.
Fuck. Okay.
They made you feel special. Like it was cool. It was cool, man. So,
that's very cool.
Yeah. But what a fucking racket they're running. They're charging like $500 a pop, and it's like 10 second. It's a 10, 15 second thing, and then they're just racking that shit.
How many people did you see in line?
Oh, I'd say about 200, maybe 300 people.
Sounds right.
200-300 people.
That math is mathing.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. And then that's not. I think they had like an autograph session too, and people pay for that. And I don't know what they charge for that. I can't imagine what they charge for that. But, hey, I was happy with the experience. I really had nothing to complain about it. You know, I didn't have anything to sign, so I wasn't. Yeah, it was cool to meet them. Got to shake their hand. Got to say hello, and then.
How's the convention? It was pretty good too, right?
That's treason.
No, the LA Comic-Con is fucking trash.
Nothing cool.
Trash.
Wow.
When we walked around for 5 minutes,
I
said, "You know this is it, right?" He's like, "No, come on." I was like, "Drew, look right over there. That's it." He was like, "Wow."
So you guys did like one lap, and it was just all
pretty much.
It was literally like from Coin Op to maybe like I'm not even gonna say True North. That's too far. Maybe the parking lot. The big parking garage.
It's like a block. That's like
if that.
That's like 75% of a block.
If that. And I'm like, you're trying to take San Diego Comic-Con to this? Hell no.
Nah.
Okay. Granted, it was the last day.
It was the last day.
Energy was very low.
It was very low. Yeah. True.
We were there maybe an hour. We spent most of the time waiting in line.
Yeah. Yep.
We went there, got the photo. We walked a little bit. You said, we looked at each other. We said, it's time.
It's time. Any cool cosplay?
I saw a Tifa cosplay.
Oh, that's right. On our way out.
Yeah, on the way out. Yeah.
Yep.
That was about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could have saw that just walking to IHOP.
Yeah. I saw a better one at the orchestra thing we went to. She was like a really top-notch Tifa.
That's awesome.
So.
What you say? It's that random go, y'all. It's that random go, y'all. Yeah, we back in this place, and you'll never see us fall. Time to smack you in the face with that random go, y'all. It's that random go, y'all. It's that random go, y'all. Yeah, we back in this place, and you'll never see us fall. Time to smack you in the face with that random go, y'all.
You are listening to the Random Gold, the Golden Podcast, the podcast that sees gold.
Incoming.
Keith and King. What? What's up, guys?
What's up?
Yo,
Yo,
um,
what's happening in the world?
we were just talking about our trip to LA, and when I got back from LA, I didn't want to do nothing.
Right.
Right. So I watched this movie called Dee Dee. It's on Peacock. If anybody wants to watch it, it's essentially about a boy growing up in 2008. It's
the Korean kid, right? Or Asian
he's
kid?
Chinese, I think.
I'm trying to be proper
Pretty sure
here.
they're speaking Mandarin. That's Chinese, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So they're Chinese.
Coming of age movie.
Coming
right?
of age-
Saw
of
it, won
age
a bunch
movies.
of awards.
Yep.
Yeah.
It made me feel really old, just because it's like, man, they're taking it back to like when I was like growing up and stuff, and it's like that's considered like back in the day now.
Fuck.
It's just like making me feel like a piece of shit. But there was a part. One of the main things about the movie is he has a really strained relationship with his mother. Like he talks to her really poorly and shittily. And I just, I always thought like growing up, like boys had more of a strained relationship with the father because that's how it was for me growing up. You guys don't have to like get super into it, but did you guys like? I assume you guys, everybody has it cool with it. Like it's like your mom is like your safe haven. And then your dad is the one that's riding you all the fucking time. Like, God, I hate this nigga so much.
Mine's the other way around, man.
Really?
Dad was cool guy.
That's so crazy.
And I found out it's because he was smoking weed out in the shed. My mom's pissed off that he's smoking weed out in the shed. She's doing everything around the house.
Got it.
But yeah, at my house, my mom was the bad cop.
But see, my
Yeah.
mom was also the bad cop, but she was also the person when I was upset about something or if I needed to talk to somebody, I would talk to her.
Yeah.
Like there was no talking to if you try to talk to my dad, the answers he would give would just like, dude, that answer sucks. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. Okay, so wow, okay, I guess you only know what you grew up in, so you don't know how other people.
I think
That's fair.
I think
Yeah.
it's just different. Like it's a dice roll, man.
really, because
Yeah.
you know what I also think I attributed to me. It's the girls that I knew growing up. They always were beefing with their moms. I'm like, why do women always beef with their moms?
That's
what the fuck
common.
is going on?
Well, I
common.
understand that women just beef with women just cause, man.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
like a territorial.
They're
thing.
a predatory creature.
Yeah.
My dogs do fuck each other out. They're both girls. They do fuck each
I
other
don't
up pretty
get it,
bad.
man.
I found out through my last relationship that like she told me that like women are extremely competitive.
But like, why? Like, what are they?
Limited resources, man. Because men are like there's like way I think I don't know how to put this. Like there's a lot of like I have a lot of like girlfriends here in town. They date some trash dudes.
I mean,
like there's some trash ass dudes out there that are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have a lot
Like-
of girlfriends that date some suspect stuff, but you know what? I feel like they do that to themselves. It's like if I can see the trash, you can see it too. You just choose to ignore it.
I think
I choose to ignore it.
I think their sensors are different with dudes
Fuck
than
that.
us.
No, it's not. It's
You
not. They know they're dating Stop. They know they're dating garbage. I don't believe that for a second.
Love is blind. What do you think?
I do believe sometimes that they date a guy that's cool at first and then he kind of switches on them.
Yeah,
And that's not their fault.
Yeah.
That just happens.
that could happen to anybody.
That can happen to anybody. But yeah, some girls they just like the filth. They like the trash. That's what they like. So, not saying that's your friends, but I'm just saying that.
Have you guys seen the power shift yet? As women get older, when women are younger, they have all the power, and then it changes as men get older.
It does.
Have you seen the shift yet?
I haven't seen the
Not
shit
yet?
no, but
Not yet?
I have heard that. I have heard that for a long time.
Well, you know who brought it up was Daphne Springs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
How old is she, by the way? Do you remember?
I don't know, but she's wifey. Back up, bro. Okay.
I take her, bro. She assumed I was bald. That was enough for me.
Yeah.
She fucking unloaded on my DMs.
Well, join Marquise.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. She would leave me alone, like, bro.
Yeah, she's
Right.
aggressive.
Yeah. I also Joaquin has been begging. Joaquin has been urging me to watch The Thing. I was scrolling through Peacock after I watched Dee Dee, and what do you know? The Thing was on there. I said, you know what? It's Halloween time. I ain't got shit to do. If the movie sucks, I can come on the pod and say this movie fucking sucked. And trust me, I was ready to come in.
I was horrified. I was like, he's gonna hate on this fucking movie I love.
I was so ready to shit on it, but I'm telling you, from the start of that movie, it had the fucking hooks in me, and from beginning to end, I was like, I had no complaints about that movie. I think that movie is super, super good. It's not even that scary. It's just really interesting. You're like, man, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't let up. Like, once it starts, you're like, oh, what is this happening? And then like another thing happens, and then another thing happens, and another thing, and then it's just over. It was super
the
good.
monster's barely in that movie.
Barely. It's barely in it.
It's barely.
Dude.
Yeah.
Did you realize that movie is the same story as The Hateful Eight?
I was gonna tell you. I meant to text you and say I see why Quentin Tarantino hired Kurt Russell for The Hateful Eight. It's the same shit.
It's the same fucking movie.
He's the same character.
It's the same movie.
Yeah. It's the same. It's great. It's great.
I watch that. That's one of the few movies I watch every year. I watch it every year Halloween time.
And I called my mom and was like, because she's a big horror fanatic. I'm like, why didn't you ever show me The Thing? She's like, I never showed that to you. I was like, oh, she's like, well, you're in for a ride. That's a good ass movie. I was like, all right, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks. But it's crazy that movie bombed. It bombed hard when it came out.
Look at you doing research on it too.
Bro, I was so interested in it after it came out. I was like,
So
this
it's an
movie's
old film.
1982.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it's super good. It like you could tell it's old, but it didn't feel old when I was watching it.
It dated well.
Yeah, it's a really, really good movie. It's like one of those movies where I'm like gonna start telling people, if you've seen The Thing, you should watch it. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's really good.
You think I'll enjoy it?
I think you would. It's really not scary at all. I think it made me jump one time. It got me like
I know exactly what part
it got
you're
me
talking
one
about.
time, and I was like, "Oh shit, you motherfucker!" But other than that, it's really not scary. It's just more interesting. You're like, "Man, what the fuck is going on here? I want to know."
So do you know why it bombed?
Because of E.T.
Yeah, E.T. came out the week before.
Yeah, and
everyone wanted their cuddly like alien. They don't want to scare you.
They also said the movie was too what is the word? Bleak. Like it's too bleak and sad and like I thought it was really good. It was a really good movie. It fucked with John Carpenter for a while. I guess he got like bought out of his contract. He like lost money and like it really affected him for a long time.
Imagine making something that you know is fucking good,
and then people say it sucks. You're
like,
this is crazy.
Yeah.
I think he made something ahead of its time.
Yeah,
that's
he
what
did.
That's what I think he did.
Yeah,
Just wasn't ready yet.
Yeah,
they weren't ready yet.
E.T. They wanted to phone home with E.T. and people just weren't ready for it. But to think it made $19 million back in the day, that's like nothing. Like, I don't know.
It's a cult classic. Like that's one of the like. Anytime I look up a horror list, it's always like near the top.
It needs to be at the top.
Yeah.
It's the oh my god. The one of the best parts is when he's they all think I don't give if you guys say spoilers, go to fucking hell. The movie came out before I was even born. But anyways, he has them all tied up in the chair and he's doing the thing in the blood.
That part's
it's so good.
Yeah. My favorite part is when Winford Brimley is going nuts. And
which one is he?
The old guy.
Oh, see, I was confused by that because at first, I like that part.
And
too.
he's going nuts, and like Keith David's like, "Hey,
come
man,
come on, you don't want to hurt nobody." He's like, "I'll fucking kill you."
Boom.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Really, 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 really good movie.
Yeah, I'm glad you loved it as much as I loved it.
Really, it might be a 10 out of 10. I really, really, really liked it.
Yeah.
It just had me by the balls from the. It's like it starts off with the helicopter, he's shooting at a dog. I'm like, what the fuck is going? And it goes on for a long time. I'm like, what is good? I like it.
It keeps you interested. You're like, what's going on
it's
here?
It's very well paced. It's not boring for 1 second. It's super good. Everything's well acted. Great movie.
That dog part. It's like 40 minutes in, and it's so fucking scary. You're like,
Jesus.
And you're too deep at that point. You're in too deep.
Is that the movie that made Kurt Russell?
I would think so.
I think that's one of them for sure.
I would think so. Yeah.
That or Escape from New York. That another John Carpenter movie.
Never seen that one.
Yeah. So, did you hear that Kanye is getting a divorce?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So do you, how long until Bianca Sensori starts dropping like some just awful truths?
You
in
know,
a tell-all?
I feel like if anybody was going to do that, Kim would have done it.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to hear anything crazy about her. They probably just, I don't know. Kanye seems like a hard guy to love.
We've talked about it before. I think that Bianca Sensori girl is into the control.
I think so too.
Like she's likes
that's
him.
why she wore the small tops or the no tops or whatever. She liked doing that shit.
Yeah. I think she liked being told what to do.
Yeah, because Kanye probably likes girls that like that. I don't think you're gonna hear anything crazy. Like I feel like if we're gonna hear shit about Kanye, we would have heard it by now. He tells you himself the shit he does. So, yeah, I heard they're gonna get a divorce and he's gonna live in Japan and work on his new album.
Good for him.
I hope it's better than Vultures 2 because that album was not good. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We will see.
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah. Go ahead,
So there's been all this talk that like on all those videos that Diddy recorded that there's A-list actor X, like an actor that nobody knows who it is.
What does that mean?
That means that like in the Diddy sex videos, like in the recovered stuff that the police found, that there is A-list actor, like a big name actor or
that's in the video,
or a famous person that's in the video that's going to come down with Diddy.
Please don't let it be Leo. That's all I'm asking.
It must be Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell would be funny person for like not Kurt.
I don't think he would be considered an A-list actor anymore though.
I don't think so. Not
I don't
anymore.
think so.
Yeah. But who are like I think Michael Cera would be a really funny person.
Come on. Not Scott Pilgrim, bro. No.
Not Scott Pilgrim.
No.
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher could totally.
He could definitely be one. He could definitely be one. Leo could be one. I don't want him to be. Bruce Willis could be one.
I think Jamie Foxx is too smart.
I don't know.
I don't think Jamie would be in there.
I think he'd be
I don't
in
think
there.
so. I don't
he'd
think
be
so.
in there.
I think it's Jay-Z.
Ooh, it could be.
There's
Jay-Z.
a lot of people have been separating themselves from Jay-Z.
It could be Kanye.
Stop.
That's treason. That's treason.
It could be Kanye.
That's treason. That's treason.
I'd actually be surprised if it was Kanye
I
because
don't think it's Kanye.
yeah,
I think.
The way Kanye was like, "Get the fuck away from me, you fed," all that stuff. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Yeah, Jay-Z has a lot of. I've been hearing a lot of horror stories about Jay-Z, and it's like one of those things where you keep hearing it. It's like I feel like it's only a matter of time.
it's
before.
the same thing that happened to Diddy.
Yes, and R. Kelly.
Yeah, like he's a monster.
Yeah.
Like why hasn't anything come up? And then it's like slowly gets trickled out. You know.
You guys see that meme where Diddy's over here doing a toast for the year 2020, and Jay-Z's right next to him with his dreadlocks, and then Jay-Z looks all uneasy.
Oh,
and then the caption says Jay-Z smells the wire.
I have seen that where it's like I'm trying to think who else is in it. I know Leonard Fournette, who's a football player, is in that same video frame. But yeah,
well, who do you think it might be? I'm kind of with Kutcher. I'm kind of thinking Kutcher's
Roseanne.
Whoa,
No,
way left field.
Larry David.
Hey, no.
I didn't really like Larry David.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, never mind. I mixed him up with someone else.
it'd be funny if it was Quentin Tarantino.
No, come on, man. You're trying to go for my goats, man. Come on. No. I don't want none of them. None of them.
Ewan McGregor and
Oh man,
I'm not taking the picture down.
Keith is like, I was in there too.
yeah.
I was at the party
Like,
too.
it's already got 100 likes. It's
Yeah,
staying.
no, it's staying there. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. There's a lot of celebrities in those videos and pictures. It's gonna be somebody. I hope it's just somebody I don't give a shit about. That's what I hope.
If it's LeBron, that's going to be a big deal.
No fucking way. What if it's The Rock? That'd be.
It could be The Rock, man.
Nah, The Rock. There's no. I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's just gonna upset me.
Okay.
I don't.
It's okay to be a little upset.
No.
Expose these people who they really are.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to say rest in peace to Doc Harris. He's the guy that did the narration for Dragon Ball Z. Next time on Dragon Ball. I mean, I hated hearing this voice, but I loved hearing his voice at the same time because when you heard his voice, that means the show was over. And he's like, dude, it just started. Like, what are you talking about when you hear that little doom?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, Gohan's muscles erupt with his newly bridled power, and Cell sends his children to test a boy's strength all at once.
Dude, that when you sent that earlier, that hit me harder than I thought it would. I was like, damn, dude, like it's
we lost two. We lost two Dragon Ball legends. We lost the creator, and now we lost the narrator, and it sucks. Well, I'll be playing Sparking Zero in his honor. So, shout out to him. He's made a lot of kids happy. He's made a lot of kids upset with his voice because, like I said, it meant the show was over. But he's got an iconic voice. Iconic.
That's iconic. That's the definition of it.
Oh, yeah. 1,000%. So, rest in peace.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, and thanks, Doc, for all your for all your times, man. Because of that, we still every time we say next time, it's kind of like this is about a week ago. Remember that stupid song people started dancing about a week ago. People would say, people would say next time, you'd be like on Dragon Ball Z. Shut up, just shut up. And now it's gonna mean something different. Now we're gonna be like, man, my man's gone. I never knew his name.
I didn't know his name till today, honestly.
Right.
But, hey, listen, we still knew him though.
Gets his flowers now.
Yeah, that's always a shame, right?
Yeah, right.
I wonder. Hey, I understand that new Dragon Ball Z anime is coming out on the 11th.
Daima. Yeah.
Daima.
I'm only watching it because the creator passed away, but I don't think I'm gonna like it.
Okay.
This is what you guys have been wanting to hate watch that for a while.
Well, I wasn't gonna watch it. So what I've noticed with me and I think a lot of people nowadays is people, if they just don't like it anymore, we just full on don't watch. Like, we'll maybe check it out, and then once we're like, yeah, no, we just stop watching it. Like, look at the Joker. Like, take the Joker is probably the most prime example right now. We'll come back to Joker, but I just want to put that in your mind. The Joker right now, no, fuck it, we'll talk about it. Joker 1, right? Did crazy numbers. Everybody liked it. I didn't like it. I thought it was not a good movie.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you didn't like Joker. Okay.
I did not like it. Drew liked it. I did not like it. I thought it was.
I'm so sorry. I liked what?
Joker, the original.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people.
You liked it. You just didn't like the ending.
No, I didn't like it at all.
You didn't like it at all. Mm-mm. Oh, I didn't know you didn't like it at all.
No, I didn't like it. I thought it was.
Are you sure?
I did not like it. I promise.
I think. Okay.
Is this revisionist history?
It's not revisionist. I really didn't like it.
I really thought. I really thought he liked it.
No.
I know that those parts he really didn't like. It was the ending. The ending really set you over. So I think that there was a little bit of inkling, and then you said, nope, it sucks.
I didn't like that. I was like, is this guy supposed to at some point meet the Batman? What would he do to Batman?
Right.
This is not
that is consistent.
This is not the Joker that I know.
He's been saying that very consistently for years now. He said this Joker can't. You expect him to fight Batman?
He's supposed to outsmart the Batman? What the fuck? Right. What would he? This guy's a loser.
Right.
No, I didn't like it. But anyways, the movie made a ton of money. People loved it. They came out with the second one. How could they miss? The way you miss is you take the movie and then you make it a musical for one. And then I think what I've been hearing is a part of the movie is like kind of bashing the fans of the first movie. Like, why did you like this movie so much? What's wrong with you? That's what I'm hearing. I haven't seen it. This is what I've been hearing. And I also heard the ending is atrocious. Like, it's just, I saw it. I saw a clip of it on Twitter. I was like,
I think I have too. Yeah.
Yikes. I'll tell you out the mic when we get off. I don't want to spoil it for people. But it just seems like if nowadays more than ever, when people like kind of people are more than ever banding together and just telling companies, we don't want this shit you're making, and the shit's just bombing. Like,
This actually brought up something I was going to bring up as a topic, but I saw that the big studios are bringing together focus groups of super fans to help them with further projects like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, DC, Marvel.
Yeah.
And like I do agree with you because like the Joker, I'm not gonna watch a movie that's getting review bombed like that.
Why would you waste your time?
I wouldn't.
There's so much media, and you have your own shit to do.
I'm gonna watch that on streaming in 6 months when I'm folding my laundry.
There you go.
While I'm also on my phone,
There you go.
I already paid for the fucking service. I'll watch it on HBO Max one day. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna like take time out of my day to watch that now.
Yeah, I just we saw it with you're seeing it in video games, you're seeing it in TV, and you're seeing it in movies. Like if people are telling you they don't like something and you keep going forward with it, it just seems like you're gonna lose a bunch of money. Yeah, you gotta, and the only way people can fight back is fighting with their dollars. So I'm glad that I'm seeing it. People need to keep doing it.
They're gonna keep losing money. You know, and that's basically what they want the most. So I guess that's what we got to do. You know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't like to see people losing jobs and stuff over this stuff, but these companies got to start listening to people what they don't want and want to keep seeing, and all that stuff. So, listen, and like take Ubisoft, right? Ubisoft is probably like they're on the verge of collapsing. It's so bad over there, because of the shitstorm that they're in. They dropped 2 or 3 games that are just. They dropped some pirate game that was really shitty. They dropped some Star Wars game that people, they call it Star Wars Outlaws. You can't really do any outlaw stuff in the game. I said this before, but you can't do any outlaw shit in the game. Then they had the Assassin's Creed where they put a black dude in Japan, and people were I don't know why they care that much, but people were very upset that a black dude was in Japan. They were trying to say it was historically accurate, and then Japan said, well, not really. Yeah, so, it's just, I don't know. It's not looking good for them, man. I don't know. These companies, these companies are just,
Wasn't there something going on with Resident Evil as well, too? Was there something about killing black zombies?
That was so stupid.
That was just dumb shit? Okay.
Yeah, that was a long time
I didn't know if that was the same
Also,
tier.
I heard Apple was they're getting away from the yearly model thing. They're stepping away from that now.
With the iPhone.
With the iPhone, yeah. Which I think they should do because these phones are the same fucking
It's
thing.
the same thing.
Every time.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I read it on Twitter. I don't know if it was true, but I think they should. I think they should.
Well, yeah, you might be right. There's been certain iterations of between law with Europe with the fucking the USB-C. They wanted to keep the Lightning thing forever.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they did.
They wanted to keep it forever.
Well, sure, yeah. You have to go to them to buy it.
Yep.
Some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Monopoly laws broke them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
But anyways, go ahead.
So I did send Drew a video. It's in your downloads.
Oh, I was hoping we were gonna do. Is it a reaction?
It's not a reaction,
It's
but
part of your topic.
yeah, it's part of my topic. So
I haven't been screen recording, so we could do that now.
all good. So basically, the Hawk Tuah girl is suing the guy who made the initial video for rights to the video. And I got on TikTok, a guy explained it, basically everything that's happening.
Okay, oh my god! Like that is like the quickest way to just, I feel like, ruin your reputation. Like for people to just say, dude, like how greedy can you be?
Yeah, they're saying
That just seems
on Apple and like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, her podcast Talk Tuah is number 3 in the country.
I don't know how because it's fucking terrible.
A bunch of people have said that they think that it's an industry plant and that the industry is pushing those numbers.
Or people
big
are
time.
hate watching it.
Probably. But yeah, that doesn't make me want to go home
I'm
and kill
really
myself.
immune to that stuff. Hate watching. Okay, this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't move this anymore.
It's all good. Just
I just need to hear it.
yeah, we'll hear the
I don't-
audio. Yeah.
All right.
Hawk Tua is now suing the guy that interviewed her and put her on. This dude right here, who made her entire career, made her a millionaire, who changed her life forever, is now suing this dude for the video. But I have news for you. By law, he doesn't actually even own the video. The guy holding the camera, legally speaking, owns the video. If you go into public and ask a stranger to take a picture of you, by law, that stranger owns that video. So let's get that straight right away. Also, her podcast is number 3 on the charts. This is all bought and paid for, just so you guys know. It's all fake hype. Makes a little joke and it goes straight to her head. And so this poor dude who actually made her famous, all he wanted was a little bit of credit. Just wanted her to say a shout out or a thank you or recognition for him putting her on. Yeah. She's like, bet, I'll put you on. And decided to sue him for rights to the video. It's a stinky world, folks. Yeah. But what do you think about this?
I think if it's true, it's a really. I think it's really nasty and shitty. And though, if that gets around more, it's just gonna fuck her reputation up really bad.
That karma stuff comes around too, man.
Yeah, and her 15 seconds of fame, it can't have much left. Because I see clips of her on Instagram and stuff. I'm like, who's laughing at this stuff? It is not funny. It's not entertaining. Who's watching this shit? I don't know. Hey, man. Shout out to her, though. But if you sued that guy, that's fucked up, bro. Like, you don't need that money. Like, what do you...
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why it's hard for me to believe it, because I just want to, think good and say that she's not really doing that, but...
That's literally like one of us getting sued.
Would you
like,
well, okay, so you guys create content. How would you feel if that guy's situation, if you wanted some credit, you put someone on, or we had someone on the podcast? It's not really the same thing, though. It's not really the same thing, so I should take that away.
It's one of the reasons we have the waiver.
Let's say you filmed it. Let's say you filmed it, and then you put them on, but the only reason you put them on, the only reason they're popular is because of your content. How would you guys feel about that?
Let's take it. Let's say they came on to our podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say a chick came on. She said something crazy. It goes viral, and she was able to take that moment and make her own thing about it. What am I asking her for credit for? It's on our page. Mm. What credit? What do you mean? Like, she was able to take that moment and launch off of it, and it should be the end of it. I'm not asking.
I wonder what's going on with that guy then. Like, did he have no other videos, or like
maybe he just wasn't able to capitalize on it, and now maybe he just asked her like, hey man, like, would you be able to? Which there's nothing wrong with asking. Doesn't mean she has to do it.
That's true.
She's not obligated to do anything.
No,
but
she's not.
suing him is nasty.
She's not.
That's nasty.
If that happened to us and they turned into the number 3 podcast in the world, I would say like, hey, can we be a fucking guest?
Yeah,
I'd say, hey, could we be a guest? Like that's all I'd ask.
And why wouldn't you want to have the guy? It'd be a good podcast to have.
That's a podcast I'd watch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's exactly how I'd watch it.
Is she suing on this nasty? I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So what? She wants the rights.
She wants to own the video.
Oh.
Own the rights to the initial video.
Do you guys know what any of these words mean? Skibbity toilet.
No.
I've seen the meme, but I don't know what it means. I've seen the video, like the screenshot of the video, and I've seen like a meme of like the Halloween costume of Skibbity Toilet.
I gotta say, your delivery on that was great.
Yeah,
thank you. What about gooning?
Sadly, yes.
Twitter is how I know what gooning is.
I've never heard of it.
It's like jerking off.
Oh, what about Skibbity Toilet?
I have no idea what it means. No clue. I've even tried to Google it.
It's gotta be on Urban Dictionary.
Okay, look at
Google broke. Google didn't know what it was.
Everybody knows GAT is, right?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Okay, Skibbity Toilet is a reference to a popular YouTube video series called Skibbity Toilet, which depicts a war between an army of human-headed toilets and an army of camera-headed men. What does that mean? This series was created by someone's first and last name and is uploaded on his YouTube channel. The fuck? Called DAFUUQ.
Okay. And there's another one, Sigma.
Sigma dick.
I don't know what Sigma is either. I have no clue.
I've heard the thing like Sigma male.
Well, is it like an alpha male? What is a Sigma male?
I think it's like the opposite. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
those are just some words that I just, I don't know. I didn't know what they meant. So,
You
except
know,
for gooning. I knew what that was.
I'm really glad that I'm getting older and the way people talk is just stupid.
I mean, we said some stupid shit back then.
Yeah.
Shit that I can't even repeat because it's so terrible that I can't repeat stuff that we used to say. You know, it was really bad. My vocabulary, like in 08, 09, was really bad.
You know what's a term that I remember saying in middle school? I said, "There's no way this is gonna come back." No. That's not what I said. I said, "I can't wait for this to come back years later, so I could say, hey, I said it way before you." And it's a term, you stooge. I've never stooge. Yeah, but stooge never came back.
It's not coming back.
I don't think so. It's like you're such a stooge.
I remember the one that really hurt growing up was being called a poser. Getting called a poser. That was like the.
I'll be a poser.
I mean, skateboarding use that term a lot.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
no one in skateboarding use it seriously.
Yeah.
There's no one that said it seriously. Absolutely not.
What else you got, Joaquin?
What is a scary movie that you won't find in the horror section?
12 Years a Slave.
Oh, that is a good one. That's a scary ass movie, dude.
I'm trying to think of another one. You gave me examples. That's why I was ready.
Yeah. I think so. One for me is Requiem for a Dream.
That's considered scary?
I think that's a horror movie for sure.
What?
Because of like how deep you can get without realizing it. Like
There ain't nothing scary
like
about that
an
film,
addiction
man.
can like
There's nothing
spin.
No, he's like, I didn't bring it out for air.
Hey, that's Charles, Keith David.
Yeah.
That guy's been old my entire life, and then I watched the thing, and he's super young.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Dude, it was
he's
throwing
Keith
me
David's
off.
That's
up in
Keith
that.
David?
Yeah,
Keith David,
Oh.
and it was
Yeah.
throwing me off. I was like, look how young he is in this movie. What the fuck?
Oh, that's rich. Oh, that's funny.
So I told Marquise before this, the big one for me was definitely American History X. Like that's a scary ass movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one would be funny you wear that hat. People were saying online that Jurassic Park is a horror movie.
That is a horror movie.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I
But
can see it.
it's billed as like fantasy, science fiction.
The first one is
The first one's a legit.
it's
scary.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I never really put that together.
Yeah, and
We saw a sorry to interrupt,
No,
but
you're
we
good.
saw a Jurassic Park Jeep at
Oh yeah,
Comic-Con.
yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've seen those around with the old school Tyrannosaurus on the door.
I don't think this one had one. I don't think this one had
It
one.
didn't have that emblem on there.
No, not on the back.
No.
Really?
It was
Yeah,
good.
dude, on the door. On the door.
Oh, in the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
good.
meant on the rear view. I mean the spare tire. That was,
So, have either of you guys seen Platoon?
No.
I never
so-
even heard of it.
Platoon is basically like, long story short, Willem Dafoe's in it. There's a troop of soldiers in Vietnam, and their captain is fucking crazy. And like he's killing civilians, doing all kinds of crazy shit. So the captain, one by one, starts killing the people that know his secrets in friendly fire. Actual horror movie.
I might have to watch that.
Yeah, it's a good fucking movie.
Is Willem Dafoe a is he a
He's a soldier.
He's a soldier.
He's a soldier in it, yeah. Seven, that's a horror movie for sure. That's a scary ass movie. And that's and Rosewood. That's the one. I remember watching Rosewood as
Good movie.
as like a 10-year-old and being like, "What the fuck is this?"
I thought it was kind of cool though because it like Ving Rhames comes back with the two pistols.
Oh yeah. Ving Rhames serves in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say All Quiet on the Western Front, the remake on Netflix.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie is it's so they'd be like thinking they're like gonna go home and then they're like, no, well, actually you have to go back out there. It's just so just heartbreaking. It's like all these kids, like the movie starts, they're all happy and they're all ready to go. They're like, yeah, we're fighting this war, blah, blah. Then they get there and all these people die and then they're like, now they want to go home, but they're stuck there. It's just, and then like they get through this whole war, and they're like about to go home, and then they're like doing something, and they like there's ceasefire. It's all done, like it's done, and the captain goes, "No, we're gonna go back out there and fight again." It's like, what are you talking about? What? Yeah, so it's just a fucked up movie.
What's that scary film that I know that you own? Because when we lived together, I watched it. It's a remake of a German film of a little critter that lives up in a tree.
What?
Yes.
A critter that lives in a tree.
Yeah, and he's eating people. Or he kills them. He lives up in a fucking tree outside of a house. Yeah.
It was a remake of a German.
It's yeah, and the only reason I knew that is because this girl Sarah that came over, she said, "Hey, I've seen the original to this."
Are you sure it's not the one with the little girl's a vampire? It's not that one. Let Me In. It's not that one. That sounds more like what I'm thinking it is. It's like the little girl's like a vampire. She's friends with the boy, and then like she kills people.
You know what? I think that's it.
I feel like that's what it is. Yeah.
But is there a remake to it?
The remake is what I have.
You're right. Okay, did you ever see the original?
No, I never saw the original.
Did you know that there's an original?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any
You
horror?
know what? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The girl from Kick-Ass is in it?
Yeah, she's the vampire.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are there any horror movies that you're gonna watch this month?
I want to watch Fright Night again. That movie's really good. Rest in peace to Anton Yelch, I think his name. That's the name, right?
Anton, that was a guy that was in Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rest in
yeah.
peace.
And then I might watch It Follows. I might watch that again. That movie really, really freaked me out when I saw it.
I heard that movie's fucked up.
You never seen It Follows?
So when I was running the website, I had a guy review it. I had the movie spoiled for me because I had to edit the review.
Good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. I want to watch Longlegs. I heard that's scary.
It's interesting, but I wouldn't say it's scary.
Okay. Nick Cage is in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's not scary though.
Okay.
While we're on movies, I wanted to ask you guys, what are some TV shows or movies that made you cry the most? I'll give you guys a couple while you think.
It's kind of funny you mentioned Anton. Have you ever heard of Odd Thomas? Came out in 2013.
No.
My father got me in it. You could tell it's a budgeted film, but it was actually a pretty damn good one.
What's it about?
It's
Thomas is Odd, or
how would I describe it? I don't know how I describe it.
but it's worth watching.
I think you would like it. I think you would like it.
You said that about that fucking one show with James Franco. What was that?
Oh, the 2013, 20.
Oh my god.
Hey, that was a good time. That was a good one, man.
It's good if you care about
JFK.
Jerry. I was like, I don't give a shit. Jake. I don't care. You gotta say, I don't. So I gotta save. I don't care. I couldn't get into it. I was like, I don't care about JFK. I don't give a shit.
I thought it was a good watch. I thought that because it was the first miniseries I ever discovered, man. I thought that was cool. A little miniseries. Anyway, all right. Well, what's a movie that made you cry there, Keen?
No, here, let me give you. Do you got one?
I got 2 shows that made me cry.
Go ahead.
So, Game of Thrones.
When?
So the part where you find out that Jon Snow isn't a bastard, and you find out that he's the Targaryen son, and like the way that they edited like young Ned Stark holding the baby and the baby head.
I remember.
And then it shows Jon's face now. I remember that hit me fucking hard, dude. I was like, so he's fucking worthy? And there was a show called The Leftovers. That fire show, gas show. And I remember there was a couple parts in that show that definitely made. So basically, for what people have never heard of Leftovers, it's the same premise as when Thanos snaps.
Yep.
So basically, half of the world's population vanishes into thin air.
Yep.
And it's the part where the mom is getting a mammogram. The snap happens, and her stomach is empty, and that shit fucked me up.
The Leftovers is a fucked up show. It has one of the greatest episodes in TV I've ever seen. It's when the main character dude, he gets killed by the black dude, and then he wakes up in that hotel. That whole episode.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but it's also one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed. And I remember I posted it on my story, and people were like, Marquise, what the fuck is it? Like, you gotta watch it. I don't know how else to explain it. Because when I watched this back when I lived with Drew still, I was high and I was watching it, and it was just like, oh my God. It's so, I rewatched it recently and I was like, it's still very good.
That's a good ass show. But yeah, who were the ones you were gonna say?
Mine are, I had TV shows and movies. So, mine are mainly movies. I didn't have any TV shows. I had Up, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
10 minutes in, and you're fucking just,
Yeah.
it just tears you a new one.
That's what's gonna happen to me.
You look at like, dude,
That is a sad film.
it's just gut wrenching sad. Like,
Right,
just boo hoo crying.
Right.
Marley and Me, you know exactly what's going to happen to that fucking dog. And it's when it happens, I was fucking bawling my eyes out. I hate that movie. Coco.
Oh Jesus, dude.
Coco, I've said this on the pod a million times. That is, I don't know why that movie doesn't get talked about more. It is so good. And when he the grandma that has like dementia or something, and he comes back and he plays the "Remember Me," and the grandma starts lighting up and she remembers and she starts singing. I was crying so hard.
And then she turns into the picture. You're just like, fuck,
dude, Coco fucked. It's like I like when movies make me cry, but I also hate it. But when they did that movie, fucked me up. Also, another one I have on here is The Butler. I don't know if people saw The Butler. It had Forrest Whitaker in it, and he's a butler from like way back in the day, and then like he lives all the way until like Obama becomes president, and he pretty much he saw so much shit in the White House where he was like treated like shit, and like it's like with the civil rights and all that stuff, and then like one of his final days on Earth, he sees Obama as a black man as the president, and
That's
he's like
cool.
crying and stuff, and then I was just like, I was just like fucked up. It was a good movie. If you've never seen The Butler, it's really good. You guys should watch it. It's really good.
Is there a what about the movie called Spirit?
Spirit.
Yeah, is that Soul?
I didn't like that movie.
You didn't like that movie?
No.
He's black for 5 minutes.
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I thought it was just like too heavy for like a kids movie. Like Coco, I feel like did it well. We're dealing with deaths and stuff, but I feel like Soul, I was like, this movie is really heavy for children. I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't like it.
What about Lion King? Lion King ain't on there. The sad moments.
That's a good honorable mention. I don't remember if I cried at Lion King, but it's very sad. Like I watched it again, I'm like, dude, Scar. But see, when I watch it now, I'm like, dude, Scar's that nigga, man. God damn. Scar,
no, he's
on.
not.
He is.
He's not.
Long live the king.
Scar is not that N-word.
He had to make the hard decisions.
Yeah. No.
You ever seen Little Miss Sunshine?
Never seen it.
That's a sad movie. Yeah. I'm trying to The Green Mile.
Oh my god. No, The Green Mile is infuriating. That movie is it is sad, but it's very infuriating.
Yeah, that's a tough watch.
God,
that's a tough fucking watch.
Pisses me off, man.
And you know what movie made me cry growing up? And it's gonna sound fucking lame. But it left a mark on me. It was Brokeback Mountain. Because
wish I could quit you,
dude. Imagine loving someone and not being able to love them.
Yes,
and living a lie.
I hate that movie because you can't bring it up to men because they will just call you gay. They'll call you gay. You can't tell them it's a
fantastic movie.
I remember when I watched it, I was like, I can't tell people how good this movie is because they'll just say you're fucking gay. But it's a super good movie.
It's like crazy.
I had one of the best burns when I was working at a motorcycle distribution. There was this guy that they always gave me a hard time. You know, believe it or not, this was before you met me. So I was a pretty well, how do I put this? I was very reserved in my emotions, and I never talk shit, right? So I started working on motorcycle distribution at 16, and these guys always gave me a hard time. And so there was these older guys. I'd like be bending down, stocking batteries. I'd be like, "Oh no, thank you, Andrew. Think I'm offering myself to them?" And they would always give me a hard time talking their shit all the time, all the time. So here's where they cracked me. Right? It was when this is when I was like, "Okay, here we go." And there was this guy named Aaron, and he always talked all kind of stupid shit. He used to call me Short Stack too, because I was so short, or still am short, whatever. And so he. One day Aaron brought over he's like, "This is my drinking hat," and it was a fucking cowboy hat. And then sure enough, man,
You
sure
dropped
enough,
it.
Oh, I said, "Get the fuck out of here, broke back." And everybody in the fucking warehouse is crying.
That's
crying.
beautiful.
And then Aaron got butthurt. He got really
That's
butthurt
how
about it.
those people are.
He got
Yeah.
really butthurt
That's how
about
those
it.
people are.
Yep.
And then he was like, my supervisor, Adrian told me, he said, "You really pissed him off." And I said, "Dude, come on." I said, "Really?" After all the short stack shit you said, he said, "Hey man, all's fair." And then he was like, "Yeah, man, but that was like,
Shut the fuck.
he really loved this hat." And I just like, now he can't fucking wear it anymore. This is like his relic. And then I just ruined it for him.
You fucking bodied him.
I did. Not even realizing. Like, this is when I was
Good.
really coming to my own understanding.
Who cares?
Really
Good
understanding
job.
like what shit talking does, and like knowing how people can be sensitive towards if you I really hit him to his core, not realizing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't really talk shit about people unless I'm like, if I talk shit, I'm ready for you to talk shit back. I'm not gonna take offense to it. I started it, but people don't understand when they like. There's a couple people right now that are on my shit list. I'm like, you don't understand the world you're opening up. Well, I'll say one, Mike. Our buddy Mike. He keeps talking shit. I'm like, Mike.
Peck?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Lighter, leader,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how to say his last name. You don't understand the Pandora's box that you're opening, and you're not gonna like. I feel like you're not gonna like it because you're gonna feel like you're gonna take it that I'm bullying you. I'm like, no, you started this can of worms. Okay, you have to be ready, prepared.
Well, it sounds like he's ready. It sounds like he's ready.
We'll see.
I got a good example of this. So I like the Dodgers, and the Dodgers are playing the Padres right now.
Dude,
I didn't know this. Are you serious?
So I get a text from all these fucking people that anytime the Padres do anything.
Yeah.
So the Padres went up on the Padres went up on the Dodgers by a few points in the first game.
yeah.
So immediately, you guys fucking suck, yada yada. And I text back, "Hey man, maybe you should put the bottle down." and it's silence.
Yeah.
Silence. Because I know he's drunk talking shit like, "Hey, put the bottle down, dude." But it's like,
but the Dodgers ended up winning Saturday.
they won Saturday, lost the next day. So
Yeah, so people have been getting. Speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I can't even wear my Dodgers hat lately. People are fucking. Our friends are fucking crazy. One of my friends texted me and said, "You should get beaten in the street for wearing that hat." I'm like, you guys have got to fucking relax. I don't even watch baseball. I just like the hat.
Right.
Please.
Right. It's
fucking
not even a
relax.
Dodgers hat.
It's the same symbol, so
Oh.
they don't give a fuck.
so people have been hating on like any clip or picture of you with that hat.
Yeah, they text me or something. I'll post it on my story. They'll be like, "Take that hat off." I'm like,
Right.
first of all, no.
Yeah, come on.
We went to a bar. It was maybe like 6 months ago. It was after a Padre game, and I had a LA hat on, and this guy was like, "Take this hat off." I was like, first of all, don't touch me.
Yeah.
But I was like, but no, I'm not gonna take it off. He's like, "Why are you wearing that in San Diego?" I was like, "Dude, I don't even fucking watch baseball." I was like, "I don't care about that shit. It's just a hat. I don't care."
Yeah.
He was like, "All right." He was like, "I'm just fucking with you, man." All right. I was like,
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's how they always
"Get
say.
the fuck out of here, dude."
I knew growing up with black people that like they don't like the Orioles. It just matches the outfit.
Yes, there's literally a meme, a
Like-
guy that does it.
like-
He goes, "Hey, I like." He's like, "I like your hat." I had the same thing. I'm not even gonna try to recreate.
Yeah.
it. It's super funny.
But yeah, I know some people don't like the fucking team,
Yeah, it just goes with the outfit, man.
Yeah.
It just goes with the outfit. So,
You guys ready to close out?
I think that's it.
I think
for
we're
me. Let me
good. Yeah,
see.
it was a good show.
I hate mukbangs. That's all I was gonna say. I hate.
Oh
them.
God.
I think they're disgusting. I can't watch certain people eat. Like it literally like disgusts me to my core.
We talked about Homeboy, right?
Who?
The guy that was famous for making mukbangs, and then he showed up all skinny.
Nick Avocado.
Yeah,
we did.
Ugh.
I can't watch him either.
No, he's
literally,
disgusting.
It makes me sick to my
He's
stomach.
like eating with the CPAP machine and shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's
It's a scene where I can't watch people eat cereal because the milk drips from the lip back into the bowl. Listen, that's fine for them. They're the ones eating it, but I can't watch it. It disgusts me. I can't do it.
You they played today, didn't they?
They play tomorrow. Game 3. We'll see.
They're playing here or LA?
Yeah,
Here.
they're playing here in San Diego.
I hope you guys don't have to go downtown or anything.
Well,
I
we
work downtown. Yeah,
Sucks to suck.
I take the public transit, man.
What's what time is the game?
I think 5:30.
Sounds trash.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're a Padres fan, comment on this video and tell me how much I suck.
Well, yeah. Tell him. Don't tell me.
Nah, Marquise is safe.
I don't watch baseball. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, it's cool if San Diego wins. I'm happy that the city's winning.
All right, break it down real quick. So I know it's the playoffs, which I didn't know that they were in. So
Yeah.
how many more games does the Dodgers need to win?
So basically, it's 1-1. The next team who wins the best out of 5 games. So
Wait, they have to play each other 5 times?
they'll play each other 5 times, or whichever team wins 3 in a row first.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll see.
Yeah.
It's a long series.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's too long. Well, that sounds like a show, folks. We'll catch you guys next week.
It's over.